I have a weird fondness for the GameCube lineup in Japan. Mostly because of the boxes, but also because if you look on eBay, you can find these for like $10 maybe. With like this game, Animal Crossing, you'll be looking at paying like $60 for a game that's a few years old. So obviously that's a big reason, but these cases are just amazing. Now, obviously, some people don't really like the cardboard sleeves. You know, they got rid of that a while ago in Nintendo and in the rest of the world of gaming, that is, not the entire rest of the world. But yeah, so people don't like this that much, and I don't really have that big of a deal with it. And I really much appreciate it because it seems useful and necessary, because they have one side for English, English, and I'm guessing that says Nintendo. And then over here we got Japanese, Nintendo. Obviously, this side is more like apparent, but I appreciate this one because, as you can tell, it's much more uniformed with all the other ones. You know, you got a nice lineup. You got this nice little GameCube square. And also, I appreciate how it's a square because in the American copies of these games, it's like a big rectangle. It's called a GameCube. It should be squared. Yeah, I just appreciate that. And, here it gives you a little symbol. This one's the weird one because there's no little symbol. This is Donkey Konga, the third one. You could tell that they really gave up on this packaging. They didn't really care. But like most of the Japanese games, I only grabbed a few of mine, but most of them have this little blue line here just to indicate, hey, this is a GameCube game. We got some nice uniformity. This one has said, screw that, we're gonna do our own thing, and it blends in with the rest of it. And also, from what I can tell, most of the fonts, they kind of look the same. I'm not exactly sure, but I think they just like expanded and make it like bigger or smaller. I think these are all the same font though, which is nice. I like to keep it on the Japanese side though, because even though I can't read it, you can still look at the little symbols and just appreciate it. But this is just the cardboard sleeve I've been talking about. Also, everything's much more condensed. You get like a lot more information from looking at this. But either way, moving on. The actual game disc. And if you're like, I don't really want to deal with this, I could just throw this in a cardboard box. You could easily just squish it down like that, like flat, like a piece of paper. Throw it in a bin somewhere and just call it a day. And then you could get a label maker and print your own label for the spine, because even opening it up, it doesn't bend. This thing is perfectly fine. But yeah, inside the game, you got the memory card, you got the disc, and everything fits perfectly. Also, I like this much better because it feels like a little cubby instead of like a little clips. It's a little cubby for your little notes. And over here we got the manuals and other things. I guess that's an advertisement. I'm not sure what all these are. Maybe this like disc health. Don't know what that is. Advertisement, and then actual manual to how to play the game. But yeah, the main thing I like about this though is that it makes sense. Like the American ones, it's like so much more expanded when it's like, this is a tiny disc. It isn't a DVD or anything like that. It's a little tiny CD. And also, you got your little spot for the memory card, but it just feels right like this. It's just so good. Either way, that's my little 4-minute rant about why I like the Japanese GameCube games over American copies. I mostly made this video out of obligation to upload, and also out of a love for this collection. Collecting GameCube games on that were made for Japanese hardware is just so amazing because it's so cheap and it looks so good. Just line this all up on a shelf and you're gonna love it. Either way, that's the video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Bye.